This or that. Would you rather Wednesday?
Wednesdays. Would you rather your neighbors be noisy or nosy?
Ugh,
Oh man.
noisy. Like
All
how?
right. Well, I feel like this one's difficult because I have a noisy neighbor now,
Yeah.
and it's the worst. Like I'm like losing my
Well, it's probably
mind.
everyone's home now, so it's like extra.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, like college kids.
Yeah. He did have a noisy downstairs neighbor in Stillwater a long time ago who would just play like heavy metal music late at night, like real loud.
Oh.
It depends on the level of noise because
Yeah.
at our last apartment that we lived at for 4.5 years, we constantly had noisy upstairs neighbors, but it was to a point where other people would be like, "Whoa, you guys like live with that all the time?" But we were like, "Oh yeah, that's normal." Like,
Yo, we got used to it.
sounds like someone's rolling around up there all the time.
Nosy
That's
neighbors.
hard to get used to. Though.
I could not do nosy neighbor.
But
Well-
if someone just knew all your business all the
Oh
time,
no, that's my worst nightmare.
But how? I'm trying to figure out what that even means because, like, if you stay inside, like, how nosy can somebody get? Like, how nosy could somebody be about my apartment? Because
yeah, it'd probably have to be more like if you had a house and they were like
like going through your
aware,
mail,
yeah,
and
or
like,
like seeing like peeping in your trash bin, or like,
yeah, real invasion of privacy type stuff.
or just being like, hey, I saw your dog was out in the yard.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy.
And your neighbors sneaking into your house when you're gone. but,
Okay,
like,
no.
well, that's beyond nosy, and that's like
yeah,
breaking the
that's
law.
like that's next level.
well, you could break the law if you're a noisy neighbor, and I could, noise complaint on you.
Oh man,
That's true. How about it's all legal nosiness?
I would still probably do noisy.
You choose noisy. It's the worst.
I know.
I'm when I'm trying to get stuff done, if this guy above me is walking around, I just like lose it.
Yeah,
I just wanna,
you're like, I want to punch you.
I need to go up and talk to you again.
Have you?
Once, because he had people over to his house one night, like he was already noisy, and then one night it just got crazy.
wild.
Like I just hear people screaming up there
You're
and
like,
yelling,
"Are
like
you-"
sounds like they're jumping off the counter onto the floor. And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, but like come on, man, this is too much.
What if you had someone up in your business, like knowing everything you were
What
doing?
does that mean though? Because
Like
who
they
can know what I'm doing?
They know when you go to the bathroom. They know
Yeah,
what you
maybe
ate.
it is
they
like
know.
your walls are really thin and your neighbor like knows everything you do.
Oh, well, I don't know.
They're like, you catch them in the hall and they're like, so I know
What?
what you had to drink last night.
Oh. So
I don't know.
it
They're
wouldn't-
like,
it
are you
wouldn't just-
having bathroom problems?
And they could hear like every conversation you have on the phone with anyone.
But that's almost not even like that's different from being nosy because like
Yeah, that's
they're
probably
not
true.
even asking for it. They're just like, I hear you.
That's true.
It seems like it'd have to be more about like the
Like,
effort to find out.
Creeping.
Yeah.
I would feel more uncomfortable knowing that one of my neighbors was creeping on me than
Mm-hmm.
knowing that they were just noisy people.
like one time recently, I like got home from work and walked out into the backyard with the dogs, and suddenly a drone came and like was hovering right above our backyard, and it creeped me out. I'm pretty sure it was our across the street neighbor, but
And what were they doing in your backyard?
I
They
don't
were looking at
know.
us from high up.
I don't know what they were doing.
They're like, there's no way they could see us.
We could just hear it going.
It was like so loud.
Yeah, that's why.
Like that
drones
creeped
are
me
the worst.
out. It creeped me out for sure. I was like, what are you?
It was weird. We could just look up and see this thing hovering above our house.
All right, which bothered you more, the noise of it or the
creepy-
camera on it?
The camera,
Camera.
for sure.
All right, well there's your answer.
For sure.
I'm like, why do they want to see our backyard? Why are they
Yeah, because
watching
like
us in the backyard?
I normally feel comfortable enough to like, I don't think anyone can see me generally. So like,
Yeah.
if someone was creeping on me, I would feel very uncomfortable all the time.
I mean, I would too. I make my windows are almost always closed because I don't even like the idea of people across the street
Yeah,
seeing me just
same.
being in my apartment. I don't know why it bothers me, but I'm like,
That's where I'm like, I couldn't
I
handle
want
it.
privacy.
If I knew someone was like aware of what I was doing when I think that I'm in like a private place, I would hate it.
I have, like Cass said, though, lived above a guy who
That was like next
would
level.
sometimes randomly late at night put on Metallica very loud
And then fall
and
asleep.
fall asleep or like pass out drunk, or he would yell at his dog in German.
Yeah, it was very weird, noisy neighbor.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it was.
That would be hard. That's like another level noise.
It's just hard to like approach someone about it and be like, hey, like,
Can you?
can you not be too loud?
Yeah, because it's like it's not like illegal,
No.
but it's
But
rude.
it's bothersome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
like
can you
there's not a
please
good thing to say
Turn
No.
your music down.
without looking like just
Like,
the old
you're
angry neighbor.
Yeah.
I never confronted him about it. There were a couple times I angrily stomped really loud on the ground,
Yeah.
just passive aggressively, just like.
Hey, he has downstairs neighbor.
No, it's fine. I own the
Now
one
he's
down there
the
too.
noisy neighbor. Oh
No,
yeah.
I'm the best neighbor except for when I saw and all that.
Well,
But that's not even that. That's not that bad either.
yeah.
The reason I've had to hand saw everything is because I'm trying not to be loud.
You're like an old cobbler in here.
Yeah, I'm
just-
extra courteous.
Except for what just happened.
Well, that's true. I'll go apologize for that later. Hey, that wasn't me. Just so you know, like I'm really nice.
Wasn't me.
All right, final answers. What's the question again?
I
Noisy neighbors.
would rather have noisy neighbor. What did you answer?
I'll answer after you answer.
I would rather have noisy.
Rather have
He's
noisy.
going with noisy.
Okay, I would rather have nosy, just because of my current situation.
Well, understandable.
I want,
You're dealing with it every day.
yeah, I want nosy.
You're like, switch it up. I don't know.
Like this guy up here, he vacuums a lot, and I'm just tired of it.